Again, everybody, I'm Chris. I'm all set to count down this week's 40 most played country songs in the nation based on radio airplay reported to MediaBase 24/7 for the chart week of November 19th, 2022. I have two debuts for you this week, including a newcomer from Japan. But before I start counting down this week's biggest hits, here's a look back at last week's top three. At number 3 was You Proof by Morgan Wallen. Number 2 was 5'9" by Tyler Hubbard. And the number 1 song last week was Wishful Drinking by Ingrid Andress and Sam Hunt. Now, can Ingrid and Sam hang on to that number 1 spot for a second week? We'll find out 39 hits from now. First, we'll get started with a newcomer who was born in Japan who makes his home now in the United States. He's had the number 1 country streaming song for 7 weeks running, and now he makes it to the radio charts for the first time. His name is Zach Bryan. He debuts at number 40 with Something in the Orange. Here's the song that debuted last week at number 40, moves up 1 to 39. Here's Matt Stale with Man Made. And here's the second debut this week to follow up to his recent number 1 hit, You Proof. Here's Morgan Wallen debuting at number 38 with his 11th top 40 hit, Thought You Should Know. Up 2 spots to number 37, Dylan Carmichael with Son of A. At number 36, up a couple, here's Kenny Chesney with Old Dominion with Beer With My Friends. At number 35, 4th week on, moving up 1, here's Shane Prophet with How It Ought to Be. Up 3 spots to number 34, Walker Hayes with Y'all Life. At number 33, up a couple, here's Randy Houser with Note to Self. Up 2 to number 32, Dan and Shay with You. And dropping back 1 to 31, here's Joe Nichols with Good Day for Living. In his 15th week in the countdown, he leaps 3 to number 30, Cody Johnson with Human. At number 29 again this week, here's Keith Urban with Brown Eyes Baby. Leaping 3 spots to number 28, Corey Kent with Wild as Her. At number 27 again this week, here's Sam Hunt with Water Under the Bridge. And here's the biggest mover of the week, up 6 notches to number 26, Luke Combs with Going, Going, Gone. Up 3 spots to number 25, Parker McCollum with Handle on You. Inching up 1 to number 24 in his 24th week on the chart, Chris Stapleton with Joy of My Life. Leaping 3 spots to number 23, it's Hardy and Lainey Wilson with Wait in the Truck. Up 2 spots to number 22, Dierks Bentley with Gold. And moving up 1 to number 21, Blake Shelton with Nobody. In her 12th week on the chart, Carly Pearce leaps 3 to number 20, What He Didn't Do. In his 30th week on the chart, climbing 1 to number 19, Brett Young with You Didn't. Up 3 spots to number 18, Lainey Wilson with Heart Like a Truck. Dropping back 2 to number 17, the song that's been on the chart the longest at 33 weeks, Zac Brown Band with Out in the Middle. Up 1 to number 16, it's Kane Brown and Caitlin Brown with Thank God. Sliding back 1 to number 15 is Jason Aldean with That's What Tequila Does. The 14th ranked country song this week, up 2 spots, Nate Smith with Whiskey on You. Holding down the number 13 spot for the 5th week, it's Jordan Davis with What My World Spins Around. Slipping back a spot this week to number 12, it's Gabby Barrett with Pick Me Up. And trading places with Gabby, moving up 1 to number 11, it's Jimmy Allen with Down Home. Well, the top 10 hasn't changed this week. 6 weeks in a row we've had the same top 10 now. First up, here's Luke Combs slipping a spot to number 10 with his recent number 1 hit, The Kind of Love We Make. Slipping a spot to number 9 is Jelly Roll with his first chart hit, Son of a Sinner. Up 2 spots to number 8 in his 19th week on the chart, Luke Bryan with Country On. At number 7 for the 2nd week, here's Bailey Zimmerman with Fall in Love. Here's last week's number 1, falling to number 6 this week, Ingrid Andress and Sam Hunt with Wishful Drinking. At number 5, moving up 1, it's Jackson Dean with Don't Come Looking. Here's a former number 1 at number 4 this week, Cole Swindell with She Had Me at Heads, Carolina. Holding steady at number 3, the recent 3-week number 1 smash by Morgan Wallen called You Proof. Leaping 2 spots this week to number 2, it's Thomas Rhett and Riley Green in Half of Me. And the number 1 song in country music this week, taking 24 weeks to get here, and this becomes the first solo number 1 country hit for the guy who was a member of Florida Georgia Line for the past 10 years, Tyler Hubbard. Here he is with 5'9", the number 1 song in country music this week. I'm Chris. Thanks for listening.